Executive Director, good to see you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you, Sherwin.
Queen Mantfombi Ma Dlamini-Zulu has been named as interim successor to the late Zulu King ahead of a final determination once the mourning period is concluded in about 3 months. Your reaction to this development, given your previous remarks on the subject?
Well, of course, our condolences to the family. And we are glad that we have a queen in the Zulu kingdom. We think it is befitting because women are just as capable as men. I'm sure she will do a good job.
Yeah, you talked earlier about culture and traditions evolving, and that with the death of King Goodwill Zwelithini, it might be time to strengthen communities in line with the Constitution of the Republic, and that a future queen monarch of the Zulu Nation would be, quote, phenomenal. Are the existing patriarchal structures within that ethnic group ready to move in that direction, in your view?
Well, I think the Zulus are not immune to the progress that we've seen in the South African society, but they are also affected by some of the pushbacks that we see in society against progress and gender equality. So it's not a straightforward thing. They have to be in there representing their own, representing themselves, but also taking in what is happening in society. I am not surprised that they can actually embrace a role of a woman. But I also can expect that not everyone will be happy. So it's a struggle, but it's good that the king saw it fit to name the queen as the person who would step in at this time. That on its own is a strong message.
A step in the right direction. Talk about the symbolism, Executive Director. What message does this send to young girls, particularly within the Zulu Nation, but more broadly in South Africa and around the world?
I think to young girls, this must show that power does not belong to one gender. Everyone can be a leader. And that is in line with the theme of the CSW this year, where we are talking about women's leadership in public spaces. This is one example of a woman in a public space.
I wanted to touch more about that theme as it relates to the new president of Tanzania, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, the newly installed head of state there following the death of President John Magufuli. What does this moment represent to Tanzania, in your view, and more broadly to the region of East Africa?
Well, we congratulate President Sania. We know her because she has been in the public scene for a long time. She's formidable with background in economics, in public administration, in finance, in statistics. So she comes into the position ready for it. She has been a vice president. She was a running mate of President Magufuli twice. And she was a minister also before that. So, she is as ready as anyone will ever be. And she started by striking a very good tone of unity in the nation and also being very assertive as a woman, and basically saying, if you think you haven't seen a woman president in Tanzania, this is me, and I am here, which was really her saying, I know what I have to do, and I'm ready for the job. So it's really encouraging to see how strong she starts.
I sent you a picture of her chairing her first cabinet meeting, and she was literally surrounded by men around that round table in the cabinet room. My understanding is that President Magufuli appointed, of his 23 cabinet members, just 4 women in that cabinet. So this is an obstacle right off the bat that she is going to have to overcome in terms of the gender equity over which she will be presiding. What do you make of the obstacles she will face in this new position as a woman?
Well, we obviously wish her well. We hope that she will have an opportunity to, enhance the gender participation. I mean, the gender diversity of his cabinet, and that she will get a lot of support also from the women and the men who are already in the cabinet. But I don't want to second guess her, but I hope that she has started strong and that she will make some bold decisions.
UNWOMEN released new data this week, along with the University of Pittsburgh, confirming that men outnumber women by 3-1 across COVID-19 task forces around the world, women making up only 24% of 225 COVID task forces examined across 137 countries. Why is this wrong?
Well, because a lot of the issues that we have to deal with in the recovery will impact on women significantly. As we have said, women are disproportionately affected by the impact of the pandemic. It is not right that we make decisions about the future, about the recovery, with a limited insight of what women think, what women need. It shouldn't cost us a lot to actually bring women into the room, to have them as part of decision making about their own lives and their own future. So we are appealing to the governments that have not involved women adequately to reconsider.
Final question for you, Executive Director. The Commission's 2-week run, the Commission on the Status of Women, that is, ends Friday, tomorrow. And we're hearing that member states are struggling to reach consensus on some of the outcomes. We've seen this play out before, right, where the Commission is literally extended into the weekend so that countries can grapple with what divides them. What's your sense of where we are at in terms of the outcomes around this year's Commission?
Yeah, we are concerned. We are not as far as we should be at this time of the game. We are worried that come Friday we would not have concluded. The priority theme needs to be still discussed, and we need to have some good language and recommendations about the priority theme. And we're not seeing enough of that at this point in time. Of course, the old issues are coming back again. Countries are talking about sovereignty. That's an issue. There's issues that are not necessarily related to CSW and to the priority theme, like sanctions that are coming up, and some countries holding on to those issues. So yes, so it's concerning. And of course, we are asking friendly countries like South Africa to help us to negotiate in the back channels so that we can move the negotiations and we can retain very good and strong language and strong recommendations.
Well, we wish you well, Madam Executive Director, in the closing days of CSW. Thank you as always for speaking with us.
Thank you.